Hello everyone, welcome back to another review on the channel. Today, we'll be taking a look at Ed Truncan, the next-gen Mood Springs racer number 33. Released in 2017, he has become kind of an underway next-gen in my opinion. I really wish he would get a timely release so that everyone could like him again. So, let's get on with the review of him. As you can see, we have the Mood Springs logo, which is slanted. Unlike the previous two races, it was straight. Doug Thorlemouth and Chuck Armstrong respectively. And we will be doing some comparisons later on with the other two racers, but we'll review Ed for who he is. You can see this black gradient background behind the Mood Springs text. You can see some of the white stripes on the sides. His expression, it is very basic. He's the Denny Swift model, by the way. But yeah, the expression is very basic. He's mean, not too. I mean, he's determined, not mean looking, but he's just determined to win. We have his headlights, his grill, which do not connect to the his grill, which is basically supposed to represent a mustache, but they do not connect to the headlights. There's his vents, his bumper. On the sides here, he has blue, dark blue rims, which I really love. Really love these rims. Look really nice with the light U tires. His contingency sponsors all of the Piston Cub, Combustor, Carbon Cyber, and Synergy, as per usual with all the next gens. Now, I really love the side here, and I want to also take this moment to appreciate the metallic paint. The paint they use, like, it's so sparkly. Like, it almost feels like a metallic finish, but it's actually not metallic, as you can see. Yeah, you can see some of the sparkles on the side here, and on the sides of the hood. So, the blue is basically like a sparkly pink, which is awesome because no sparkles on that, and definitely no sparkles on Chuck. And I really like the blue rims. They look really, really nice. They look nice and blue, like I said. Now, we have the 33 design and more of that black slash gray cracked background. That's what I like to call it, because that's really what it looks like. That we saw on the hood, as you can see. Then we have the M, which is it's kind of wrapped around the black cracked background. It's really, actually, it's really great. I don't know why I keep saying black, but it just looks like a mix of black and gray. There's the L to indicate the picker where to lift them up at to change the tires. The exhaust pipes, which are actually indented. They're just not, a part of the body. They are indented. They're not just painted on. Now, what's really interesting is that you have this side paint here is very different from the blue they use. I actually never noticed that, but it is a different blue. It's more like a dark baby blue, and this is like a sparkly metallic blue, so that's kind of interesting. We have the gas cap over here, some more of that sparkle paint. On the roof here, we have 33 with more of that gray background, gray cracked background. No window bars. It's actually one of the few Nextions that doesn't have window bars, because as you can see, on cars like Michael Roto, he has the window bars. But it is not. He's actually one of the few Nextions that does not have window bars, surprisingly. On the spoiler here, we have Mood Springs, which is really, really big. I don't know, just barely. The O and D look that looks like 3 O's, like Mood Springs. Like, I know that's supposed to be a D, but that still looks like 3 O's. I don't know why. They could have done that a little better, to be honest. And on the back here, we have the taillights, the Mood Springs logo again, which is pretty much what we saw on the hood. 33, and the yellow rookie stripes to indicate that he is in fact a rookie. This side is pretty much the same. And also with the exhaust pipes, that's weird. You can see the indent for the exhaust pipes on this side. But the exhaust pipes were not placed there. They were put a little higher. I don't know why that was like that, but that wasn't on the other side. So maybe like a decal mishap. Yeah, I think that's most likely what happened. Here is the base if you're interested. Made in China. That code, I cannot read that. Mattel, code. Nobody cares. Okay, that's pretty much it for the review of Ed. Now let's compare him to the other Mood Springs racers. Doug Thorlemouth and Chuck Armstrong. You can see the legacy of Mood Springs. And I gotta say, these changed a lot. Let me just compare them to the Cars 1 version, the Chuck. You can see how the logo went from that From that to slanted now, basically. Move the camera a bit so that you can see and get an angle. That's quite different because he's sort of like a light blue, like very different from these. He went from black, blue to blue, even though he's actually Chuck's actually supposed to have blue rims, but for some reason they didn't put that on the regular version. You can see the designs are very, very different. And I have actually reviewed Dud before, so I'll put the link in the description below, or you can search it up on my channel. I think that was actually a Christmas Eve special, so that was really cool. Who is your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm still personally going with Doug because I just love the bright colors on him. And the gradient just looks really, really nice. But Ed and Chuck are both cool. They're actually tied for second. I don't know who would be my favorite. But yeah, that's all for the comparison, so you can just see how different the designs are. Let's compare to some other actions before we quickly go. First up, we have Michael Roto, who I have reviewed as well. This is the Thailand version, as you can see, not the China version, so they are a little different. Here we have Paul Conrav, who is another action that I've reviewed. I'll put a link to him in the description below. He kind of has a similar eye position to Ed, but his eyes are just a little lower. It's a little bigger. Apparently, though, Ed is actually going to get a Rocket Racer release. Paul already has. And same thing with Michael Roto. So, apparently, I don't know what it is with Ed and Paul and Michael, but they have been getting Rocket Racers. Well, Paul's Rocket Racer has been released. Ed has been confirmed, but has not been released yet. They're both quite nice next gens, I must say. Last but not least, we have Eric Breaker, the Thailand version. Again, the experience is kind of similar too. He's also getting a Rocket Racer release, so I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of odd. Like, the three actions that I said to pull out to compare to Ed, they all either have Rocket Racer releases or getting Rocket Racers releases. Oh yeah, the spoilers are pretty much the same. No, actually, the spoilers are different. Yeah, the spoilers are different. I thought they were different for a second. And anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more upcoming content. See you all next time. Until then, this is Coral Clutchin, signing out.